Loud. All right, welcome to this little webinar live class. I did not dress myself up for this because this is at home, this is real life. How are you doing? Please type a chat thing, or you can also go like this. I'm not seeing everybody, so I'm not seeing everybody up top, so you don't have to be on video, but you're welcome to, or you can raise your hand or say something. So there we go. And this is my chat and Q&A about teaching online yoga. So I'm going to start with how I'm doing this and sort of a little presentation, and then we'll go into some questions and answers. And if you have any questions, please feel free to type in the Zoom, or if you're in our Facebook Live, there's a little bit of lag. You can always type in there and I will see it. I'll go back and forth. So I am right now from my computer. My name is Ashley, by the way. So I'm a yoga teacher, yoga studio owner, yoga enthusiast, online yoga person, and I have a YouTube channel, and I've been doing online yoga for a while. I mean, there was a YouTube video that popped up that became popular in the last couple of days. It was, I'm now doing Skype yoga. I made that video 3 years ago, and I never did Skype yoga, but I was going to, and I had everything set up to do it. And I've been like on the verge of doing online yoga, or at least this live streaming stuff, for years, and I have all the information around how to do it. I just never did it. And then I bought a yoga studio, and my online had to be pushed aside so that I could focus more on the in-person. And now that I can't do the in-person, it's back to what I know and love. So I wanted to share with you a few things that I'm doing and what I'm inviting the teachers in my yoga studio to do, and perhaps we can jump in and talk about what other yoga studios are doing. I'm in a group called Yoga Studio Owners, and I'm seeing a lot of what people are doing out there. So feeling stressed about completing YTT, there's a question. This might be a lifeline I've been looking for. Great. I'm currently 1/3 of the way through a yoga teacher training, 1/3 only. So we're 5 of 15 days through. We do every single Saturday, and we can't meet right now. So I will also be talking about how I'm going to handle yoga teacher training. Not every teacher is going to be doing this. On your phone, here's a little technical stuff. I see some questions. On your phone, to see the chat and video at the same time, you can't. You either have to swipe over to the chat and do the chat box, or you have to look at the video. I think you can still hear me or hear everyone if you're in the chat, but on your phone, it has to be kind of back and forth. So
thank you.
Yeah, so there's that. And if you are not muted, I would definitely mute yourself. How can I mute everybody? There has to be a setting where I can mute everybody. I'm hearing some background noise. There we go. Okay. What I've been doing. So this all happened, and I was going to that didn't close the studio for as long as I could. I was like, I am not going to close the studio. And oops, everyone. I was not going to close my yoga studio, and I decided that I was going to be open as long as I could. And I'm in Washington State, and we are like the epicenter of everything going on. So we had to close, and we were forced to. It was not a question. And anybody who is saying they're going to stay open, just shut down. And we can take some advice from Italy, which did this already. So there's a few countries out there who are ahead of us on this whole thing. Just pause and break for a while. And if this pause and break for you a while is causing you some stress, this is what I'm here to help you with, especially as a yoga teacher or anyone teaching online. I want to share with you a little thing that I saw this morning. So I was at the yoga studio and I took a walk, and there's this beautiful pavilion down by the water. And then I saw someone dancing with a phone next to them, and their coach or whoever was giving them some feedback. She wasn't dancing. She was actually practicing figure skating in a pavilion. All the rinks are closed down. And it was really cool to see where she would do her twist and turn, and then her coach or whoever was giving her feedback. And I was like, that's so neat. And that's what we have to do. That's what we have to keep doing, is to pivot slightly away from what we thought and change things up a little bit. And it's a great opportunity to learn and grow. And if this scares you, good. I'm excited. This is finding that little edge, maybe poking you a little bit to say, you know what? like we got to try something different. And this is only going to make us all come out a little stronger in the end. Finances aside, as a yoga teacher or someone that's out in the public and teaching to people, you can do a lot more people by putting yourself on the interwebs or giving your students the option. And big thing of advice is it's not about you, it's about the person that you're serving or the people that you're serving. So how you look, this is kind of why I'm like this too, how you look isn't as big a deal as the content and the love and light that you're providing. So let go of that and allow yourself the opportunity to help. Okay, so what I'm doing at my yoga studio. So I do own a yoga studio, and even if I didn't, I'd be all about this, but I own a yoga studio and I want to make sure that I can still provide for my people. A lot of yoga studios now, you may be seeing this out there, are putting yoga online streaming or doing a lot of things that yoga online. So if you're anywhere on the internet, you're seeing this and you might be like, oh my gosh, do I have to keep up with that? Let me tell you now, no, you do not. If this is really stressful for you and it's going to cost you more mentally, physically, emotionally, don't do it. Don't do this short game stuff. Think of the long run. We will get back to teaching yoga face-to-face and in person very shortly. A lot of people are feeling this. If this is going to cause you a lot of agony and stress right now, don't do it. Just pause, take a break, and breathe, and maybe join in some of those yoga classes that your favorite teachers are doing and just enjoy this time. So it is not something that you have to be doing, but it's something that I want to help you with. If you have questions, reach out anytime through Facebook, through Instagram, send me a question. My degree, college degree and professional experience is in graphic communications and mass communications, digital design and production. So I'm here to share with you the technological ins and outs of how to do this and tell you and assure you that it's a lot easier than you think, especially with technology nowadays compared to when I was in college ages ago. Okay, not too long ago, but I was in college 12 years ago. So it's been a while. Anyway, what I'm doing at my studio, let's just go right to that. My studio closed. And at first I was like, you know what? It's okay. We'll be closed. But of course, I'm going to be sharing my my past and previous recordings I've made. So I linked some YouTube videos and also made some new recordings in a Facebook group. So at first, that was a great option, is that I had a Facebook group already, and you can have one too for your people. And I just did some live classes in there and people could leave comments. I think that's the easiest way to do it, just a Facebook group if you're going to do it for free. Free versus paid, I mean, that's up to you. For the first few, I am doing free because I'm getting the hang of it. And then later on, I'm charging just like I would for a regular yoga class. And anyway, and so I don't want to get too much into the pricing of it, but just let you know that you don't have to do this for free. Don't think that and if you're going to do it for free and you have no plans to charge, is it worth it, really? I know that we all love to share our yoga practice, but take care of yourself first. So I am doing a few for free just to get the hang of it, because this platform is new to a lot of people. Zoom is, and there's other ones too. This is Zoom webinar conference call. So I can see people up top, and I could have other people jump in, and I could then see them if they were talking. And we can have different views like a grid and the chat. So this is probably the second best thing to live in person. And I'm gonna lose my train of thought now. I don't have tons of notes. I tried to take some notes here, but I always appreciate questions of things. So at my yoga studio, I started with a Facebook group and did some live videos. And then I thought, you know what? It would be really great to do some live streaming. So this Zoom stuff. So I saw that happening too out there, and I was like, I know how to do that. Let's try it. Let's do it. So I put a link on my Facebook group and said, join me for live yoga. That was last night. And it didn't even record because the internet kept cutting in and out. but I had it on my phone. I tried multiple directions. I was trying all sorts of things. To me, this is really, really fun. So you don't have to have the exact setup I did. I didn't even have that great of a setup, but it can be, this is my house. So I could be teaching a class right here and doing it in the way that I'm just teaching like this with earphones in. If I'm watching someone else, I can teach and just cue them. Or I could, what is it called? There's two ways. Or you could just talk through it and help people through it by watching their poses. If you're pretty good at that visual cueing style, like if this is the way, if you teach off of your mat all the time, or you can be that live demo while you're teaching. So that's a lot harder for you as a teacher, because you're going to be doing the poses, not necessarily watching anybody while you're doing it. And you would use something like, I mean, you wouldn't have to use a microphone, but you would have something like this wireless microphone or a Blue Yeti microphone. I will get to the technology in a little bit. If you're interested in investing in some of that, you don't have to. Like I said, if this is going to cause you more stress and more financial burden to pay for these things, and it's not something that you're doing for the long game, then I wouldn't worry too much about having the perfect technology. I can show you what I use, but this to me is my end game, where I want to be. I want to be teaching online yoga. I don't necessarily want to have an in-person studio. Yes, I love my studio. It was an opportunity I couldn't pass up. I knew in the past even that I didn't think that I ever wanted to own a studio, but now I do. It just happened. And so I had to put my online stuff on pause and focus on the studio. But right now, I get to go back to online stuff, and I've got the equipment, but again, you don't have to. An iPhone can do wonders. Yep, just this simple little thing. All right, so at my studio now I'm doing live classes, and I've input the schedule into MindBody where I regularly would have classes. Now I could keep the same price. But instead I put it down to $10 a class because I don't know, I just decided to do that. And then also I have a membership for $49 a month because I actually want to continue doing live classes. I want it to be a thing that we do that brings in people outside of the studio. So this is actually a long game deal for me. Like I said, it's something that I want to bring to the studio anyway. If it's not something that you're going to do later, again, kind of think about what's happening around you and where can you best serve right now. It might be working with your children on their homeschooling stuff right now because everyone's in homeschool. It might be just focusing on family or focusing on your personal health. But if live video is something you want to try, let's talk about how to do it. Okay. How to do it. Let's get into technical. So I am doing live streaming videos now. I'm using MindBody software scheduling. I don't recommend that for single yoga teachers. If your studio is doing that, that's cool. They hopefully are helping you through that and having you come in and teach or teach from home, which is what I'm doing. So I offered it to my teachers. If they wanted to teach from home or come into the studio, they're welcome to come in and I have the setup for them and I would teach them or pay them like I would a regular class. So if they wanted to come to the studio, I could set everything up and have them teach, or I could be the demo person while they taught away from the camera. I've got a lot of camera shy people. So while they taught away from the camera could be on me or someone else, and we would be doing the class as they talked into one of these microphones and picked up the sound. Or it could be just like a microphone like this. It could be a headset here or any kind of microphone, or maybe it's directly to a phone, whatever it is. So I offered that to them and I would just like to get that in my schedule so people can sign up for it. How people sign up for it is either through, for me, it's MindBody. You can also have people just sign up by just like messaging you and you can give them the link, the Zoom link. You can have people sign up through PayPal. If you're doing paid stuff, you can have them sign up through Schedulicity. Acuity Scheduling is a good one also, but this is a lot more, if you're not into all that techie stuff, it's a lot more to like dive into and gives you kind of a headache to think of all of it. So I would maybe just do a PayPal link. If someone's going to pay you, they're just going to buy it through PayPal, and then you collect those emails, and then you send out that link 15 minutes before. And I have a bigger email list because I've been building this for a long time. But if you don't have an email list, this might be a great time to start building an email list. Maybe you offer classes for free to start your email list. So it's not technically free. It's more so doing live classes to build your email list for when you do decide to have more in-person or private lessons. So you can do private lessons like this, link through PayPal, again, very easy. Or you could do group lessons like we're doing right here. And I said there were 2 ways to do that. You can either do the talking like we're doing right now, and then, say, okay, I'm gonna demo for a minute, take your earbuds out, and then go back and demo the pose, and then come back to it. Or you could have a different microphone or talk loud enough so that when you are on your mat and the camera is looking at you, you are talking as you do the demo and people are just watching. That's what I did yesterday. And I'll probably do that tonight again because a lot of people don't want to be on camera. So it's just wanting to be part of a community and follow along. It was really fun actually yesterday to do that. So I'm doing it both at the studio or at home. And I would recommend at home because we're not supposed to be getting out and about, trying it out, and try it maybe for the first time just for free, just to see what happens. Say, hey, I'm teaching a live yoga class at 5 p.m. Who's going to join me? I'm actually doing that tonight. 5 p.m. is the time that I'm going to be doing a live yoga class. This one's free again, just because I'm getting the hang of it. And then moving forward, it will be through the Mind Body software. So they'll sign up. I will give them a link within 15 minutes of the broadcast, and we'll all hop on and do some yoga. And they will also get the recording. So on this, you can record. I'm recording this right now. You can record it using either to your computer. You can also record it on your phone. So if you're using your phone, hit the button that says record to the cloud or something like that. So you can record it, and that way you get the value. Those who are participating will get the value because they're getting the replay as well, which you don't get when you are when you're teaching an actual class. People aren't getting a replay of that class. So that's kind of cool. I do teach some live class on Facebook. So that's an option too. So the difference here, Facebook live classes, you can't see anybody. So it's just you teaching. You can see the chat, but you can't see anyone else. Zoom is great because you can see and we can interact in person, face to face. So I could see people if they're on their video and they can chat with me. When we do our live classes through Zoom, I'll have everyone do a quick check-in. I'll ask if there's any requests for class. I'll ask them how they're feeling, kind of like we would in a normal class. I guess you could do that on Facebook Live, but it's just chats. So maybe people aren't comfortable being on video, so Facebook Live might be where you're at. And you can create a private group for any members, or if they're paying or not paying, you can create a private group, even if it's just 2 people. For you to do that Facebook Live. So that's a great way to do it. So to get used to it, I think Facebook Live is an easier way. And if you're needing to record classes, I also think that Facebook Live is the way to go in a private group, maybe of 2 people. Reason being is because it's already up then, it's uploaded, and the quality isn't going to be as crazy amazing as it would be on your phone or your camera or your computer. So when you do record a video, there's that little problem, and Jen had this problem of your video's on your phone, it's 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour long. How do you get it to where it needs to go without waiting hours for uploading? How? So YouTube sometimes, depends on your internet, will take 12 to 24 hours to upload like a 30-minute video. If it's a big file, it will take even longer, and then you're leaving people waiting, and you're just like, okay, what do I do now? My video is uploading forever. So my suggestion, and Jen, you'll have to let me know, did it work? Did the iMovie trick work? So my suggestion was to import your 30 or 45 minute video into iMovie if you've got an iPhone, and then export it or resave it at a smaller quality. So they're small or medium and not HD. So iMovie is great for compressing Yes, your lower quality. Oh my gosh, it still took 10 hours to upload to YouTube, even with lower quality. Okay, so that's very common. The YouTube thing, that's why I would say do Facebook Live so you can save it. And it's easier to save from your computer. I wonder if I can show you how to do that. I can show you how to save a Facebook Live video to your computer so you can re-upload it somewhere. Maybe I'll do that in a moment, but that is like a technical thing that I think you would love to know. Let's go through my equipment real quick. So like I said, you can just use your iPhone. Don't invest in a lot of crazy stuff. I actually got a couple things a couple weeks ago, not even knowing about this. And one thing that I have loved for the audio quality is this Rode wireless microphone. It's awesome. This is how tiny it is. And it's a microphone right here. You can also use a lavalier microphone inside of it, but I just clip it right here. Boop. And I have this receiver part hooked up to my phone. If I plug it in. And there's 3 volume settings, and it's awesome. So I can be teaching yoga or away from the phone. It doesn't hook up to a computer though, so that's the kind of the bummer. Away from I can be farther away and you'll still hear me really, really well. It's crisp, it's clean. You do need also to get, this is in, I have a list of things here. This is a different cord than it comes with. This is the SC7 cord instead of the SC3. So the difference is we've got the gray piece and the black piece. This is a 2-ring, this is a 3-ring, or 4-ring and 3-ring, whatever it is. If you see, they're slightly different. One has 3 black rings, one has 2. And so that's also separate. But this is an investment. These are about $200, and then this piece is $15 extra. So it's not something that I'm going to say, go out and buy right away. But if you want to use this in the future for recording your videos, I've really liked the Rode Wireless Go. And you can see that on my kit.co kit, which is, I have a list of things. I posted it in the yoga sequencing and teaching tips. In fact, I'm going to put this here, kit.co /ashesyoga/ where is it? Let me find it real quick, like the online yoga teacher kit. Okay, here we go. That one. So many things. I just have to delete some of these screens. So I have that Rode Wireless Go microphone, which I love. That would be the one piece of equipment I would say to get if you're just using your phone. So we're going to take that off. I also have a Blue Yeti mic, and this I've had for a couple years now. And this is also great, but it's great for more so like podcasting. So if you're walking around or moving around, this will pick up some, but if it's echoey, it's going to pick up that echo and some of the sound on the outside. It's still better than, let's say, your camera or your computer audio, but it's going to be for like talking close range. So Blue Yeti is also about, it's about like $100-something, but it's a great one. This microphone doesn't work on a computer. I've tried it. I have a MacBook. And I think there's a way if you get like different splitters, and I got a splitter and I tried that too. I think I need multiple splitters. I don't know. So this doesn't work on your MacBook, but something like this would. And so I also would just suggest maybe using just the audio on your computer, just the audio there, or using a lavalier microphone and then putting it closer to you so you're getting a little bit more. Yeah, you can like it is enough. You can use the microphone on your computer. It's going to be a little bit tinny. I'm going to actually take my headphones out right now and show you. So this is, oh wait, I'm going to take that one out too. So now I'm using the audio on my computer. How does that sound? This is a MacBook 2015. Let me know how that sounds, because it might, yeah, that's probably good enough. That's probably great. So just use either your audio on your phone or computer, but if it's something you want to invest in, I would do a microphone for your phone, Blue Yeti mic if it's something you're going to continue to do later on. This microphone comes with some chargers and a little pouch. It's kind of cute. It's like I'm in the bathroom peeing. Oh, so I guess it's not going to be as good. What about if I plug this back in? Is it using my Blue Yeti mic now? Can you hear me a little bit better? You'll have to let me know, because I think it's using this, and I did. Otherwise, maybe it's not. It might not be plugged in. But I was just using these. This allows you to have a speaker right on your headphones. So more tinny, yeah, sounds just fine. Yeah, definitely great for a class. So if someone's going to listen to you or they want to tune in for some yoga, just use your regular audio. I just want to share what I was doing because I had it. Okay. All right. And that way also I like these headphones because then I can hear without like weird echoes happening. If you would like to, you can always use your phone and your computer from multiple angles on this. See if you have, that's what I was trying to do. So I had my phone at my side angle and I had my computer at my other angle, but my computer kept cutting out. My phone kept recording, which was great, but it didn't record it. It didn't save it. So my computer was trying to record and save it. It didn't work, but you can do multiple angles. I also have a tripod. You do not need a tripod right now. My computer is set on 2 yoga blocks. You can just stack a bunch of yoga blocks up. So I've got this tripod and it's got a little clip for my phone. That works, but you can just stack some yoga blocks or a chair up and set your phone or set your computer right there. What did you order, Amber? Amber just ordered, thank you, wants to try it. Did you order this? Did you, I still recommend, make sure that you get this cord that's an SC7. A phone symbol keeps popping up. Is that my phone or Zoom thing? Not mine. So I don't know what that is. Okay, so got that. Blue Yeti mic, me, this. For lighting, don't go out and buy yourself a whole like 3-point lighting system. Use, what is it? God's ring light, which is natural light. If you can use natural light, if not, it doesn't matter that much when you're doing these live videos that your lighting is pristine. I would just start. Don't worry too much about the technology. The technology of it, what oftentimes if you're thinking to yourself, you know, my lighting isn't great, my audio isn't great, I don't know if I can do this. Those are excuses. Those are excuses that are stopping you. Just like, okay, if you're a yoga teacher here right now, think about your first class when you thought, I'm not ready, I don't know all the poses, I'm not strong enough, I'm blah, 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 I'm not blank enough, or I'm too insert blank. It's the same thing with getting on video. If just remember that you're there for the student, not for yourself. So how do you connect a phone and a computer together? So I think what you're asking is how do you do multiple angles? I'll do it right now. So let's see. Where is my Zoom? Let's see if you can see me. Join. Oops. I need to click on the link. It might even boot me off. Oops. That one. Watch this. Magic. Open. Magical. And I can set my... There we go. Whoa, it's echoing. I'm going to mute myself, my second one. Can you see me on 2? The echo is something that you might want to consider. Ah. I muted myself. I'm on 2 here. Let's see. There is a way to do 2, like a split screen, where it's like just you and just someone else. Or if you're going to record yourself, you can have 2, you can just do a Zoom with yourself to record it. So you can record on Zoom. Oh, echoing. I'm going to shut this off. Anyway, I'm going to shut myself off of this one because that was kind of crazy. So you can record, you can come to Zoom just yourself as a, oh, here it is. Cancel. Nope, never mind. Just yourself and not invite anybody, and have a phone and if you're just going to record it, you could have your phone and a computer, 2 angles, and your split screen, so that you're recording in a way that has two different options so that people can see you. Hello. Oh, wait, awesome. Now I'm looking at everybody, which is awesome. Okay, speaker view. What other views are there? I have seen people do splits. It's just something you have to play around with. So if you're on this, I like the speaker view for recording. So then you are just going to see me here, and you're not going to see everybody practicing yoga. So if someone's going to watch the recording, I would definitely recommend just having it on the bigger speaker view. So I'm seeing me, and then on my computer, a few up top, few people, and most of them don't have their video on, but they're very small. How do I do split screen? I'm trying to figure that out. But for this, I would do 2, I would have to have 2 cameras or 2 audio things, and you just click the same link. Join the top video. I would just click the same link that I gave out to you guys from my phone. So I would join myself as a host. Hey guys, welcome to yoga. And then I would join on my phone separately, shut myself off as if I was a participant, and just have that one recording. Either recording, or like you can choose which one's going to record. Maybe your main one's recording, and then just have that one on as like a second device. But I know that there's a way to have just 2 people on a screen and then not seeing everybody else as an option. I think it's in the settings area. I don't think I can do it right now. Move focus, and controls. I'm trying to look at it if I can do this. So this is just where we're all learning. Switch camera, start share, pause recording, stop recording, gallery view. If anybody knows exactly how to go from speaker view, there's gallery view, which is multiple people, or there's, I think there might be a split screen where you can have 2. I'm not going to worry too much about that, but if you were going to just go on yourself and record it without other participants, you could easily do a split screen where it's just 2 people, because it'd be gallery view with your 2 screens, right? How do you link PayPal with Zoom to a live class? Okay, so you would have people pay via PayPal, and then you would give the link out. You'd have to put a deadline to it. You could give the link out because you get their email address to whoever pays. You get their email address, and then you'd have to collect those email addresses, of course, go in and make a list of email addresses, and then send through email, maybe blind carbon copy so other people aren't seeing other emails. Send through an email the link about 15 minutes before. There's a deadline to sign up. You have to sign up by 30 minutes before class. Please pay me here. Here's the link. And you can do paypal.me/ like if you did paypal.me/ashesyoga/10, that's going to right away pop in, someone's paying you $10. So let's see if I can show you that. Maybe not, but paypal.me/ or if you do paypal.me/ashesyoga, it will just come up with a screen for someone to pay you a desired amount. It could be $10. You could put in $20, or maybe it's a donation. But you would just have to go into PayPal then and see who's paid you, copy and paste their emails just before you start, and then give them the link. So you can, in Zoom, what you're going to do step by step. Number 1, you're going to schedule your class. Let's just go through this together. Schedule your class. I'm doing 5 p.m. tonight. 5 p.m. tonight, I am doing a live yoga class. I've got my phone, I've got my wireless microphone. That's not the issue. Doing the live is not the issue. But now how do I talk about it and how do I get people into it? So I schedule my class on Zoom. On Zoom, let's go Zoom, cancel. Oops. I go to Zoom on my phone. Zoom. Everyone's on Zoom now. And you do have to pay $15 a month if you want to record more than 40 minutes. You can do this for free, up to 40 minutes and a few participants. But if you want to do more, it's going to cost you. If you're a teacher with me at my studio, you are going to use mine. So I'm going to just set up my phone, or you can join like you are right here. This is my Zoom, but I would add you as a host, and then you can do it as long as you wanted to. So on this, look at this. I've got this Zoom right here. We're just gonna go like check out my phone. And then I go, let's go schedule. I hit schedule and I can title it. I can say when it starts, duration is going to be an hour. Pacific time, yes. Pacific time, so I'm doing my schedule here. Repeat, never. Going to schedule, calendar, let's see, require meeting password. I'm going to shut that off. I don't want people to have a password. And then I can choose if the host has a video on. Yes, I want my video on. Participant video on. I can choose whether or not I want the participants' videos to be on. So yes, let's say they have an option. And then audio, device only, telephone, I would just leave that as it is. So video on, participant on, and then you can actually also, there's some advanced settings. You can do alternative host. So if you put someone else in as a host, they can join and use this. So I could do that for some of the teachers. Alternative host could be Lang, it could be Jen, it could be whoever wants to do their class from their home. And then we start at a certain time and we don't have to be physically together. Okay, so you would schedule your Zoom. So got that done. And then it comes up with, let's do that down. It comes up with a link right here. So there's a link right there that I can share to people. Link at the top. So if I copy and paste that, copy, paste, I can give that out. So then that would be the link that I'm going to be sending to people. So I copy, paste it, maybe put it in a note on your phone or on your computer and just have it there ready to give out. So you've got your link, your URL. And that's the same link that you're going to join as well. So you can click on that to join yourself or other people could join. So you've got your link to share, copy it, save it. And then it's about marketing. So marketing is just talking to the people. If you've got an email list, email out when you're going to do your class. If you've got Facebook, go tell your Facebook group. If you've got, how else do you tell people about your yoga classes? If you've got a yoga studio you work for, maybe ask them to promote it. I mean, I'd be happy to let anyone know or share in our group or page any of my teachers that have their own classes going on. If you're doing a class through me or if it's something I'm helping with, I will pay you for it. But if it's something you just wanted to do for fun and you wanted, people to pay for it, I'm happy to promote. But I don't know, however, other yoga studio owners are. Got the URL, marketing, talk about it, get people to pay. And how do you want, if you're doing payment, let's say you're doing PayPal. Tell people to go to paypal.me, or what's your PayPal link? PayPal.me, I'm gonna say /Ashes Yoga, because that's me, /10. I believe that's what you could do if you use the me. It's paypal.me / your username, and then you put the price. And then it will automatically pop up how much someone's paying you. And it could be 10, it could be 20, it could be 5, or donation. Hey, pay me a donation for this class tonight. Choose your price, put it right here. Paypal.me, and then they would pay you. And you get the notification, someone paid you. So then people are paying you, you're getting in, blah, blah, blah. If you're doing it free, don't worry about payment. But if you're doing payment, PayPal. After that, so let's say it's like 30 minutes before your live class, get your stuff ready. So put your camera on or get your phone in the tripod, and 30 minutes beforehand, or 15 minutes to 30 minutes before, you're going to send that link to anyone who purchased or anyone that emails list you collected. Yes, it's a little extra work, but You got to do what you got to do. So about 15 to 30 minutes, send the URL. And if anyone's joining who is like you're just having some friends join and they didn't pay, that's fine. So it's not going to be an automatic type of thing. There are a couple ways you can make it like automatic, and Zoom and your scheduling could talk together. One of those would be Acuity Scheduling. Acuity Scheduling, I think there's a 30-day free trial, acuityscheduling.com. I'm going to put that in there. Acuity Scheduling. You can schedule a Zoom chat. Acuityscheduling.com. You can schedule a Zoom chat through Acuity, have people pay you, and then it's going to connect together. So the people that pay will automatically get the link. I'm not a master at that because I've used Acuity and I've used Zoom, but I haven't used them together. But Acuity, other than that, is like $15 a month. I think there is a 30-day free trial. So if you go there, I also have a referral link, but I'm just going to give you that one right now. They play well together. So if you're wanting to do more succinct and learn a little bit more about scheduling yourself, Acuity Scheduling right now is where to go because it's going to connect with Zoom. If you want to just go the PayPal route, a little bit easier, a little more work on your end though to copy and paste the link to anyone who's joined. So you just have to, maybe have a spreadsheet or just have a note on your computer or your phone of who's joining. So you're collecting the emails as you see them come through. So do that every so often. Every time you get a notification that someone's paid you, add them to your note to remind you to email them the link. Or maybe you put them in a private Facebook group. I don't know, whatever it is. Does that make sense? I hope so. And so then you send them the URL, then you get on, just like this, hit record, check in with everybody, and say, how's everyone doing? Let's start with some yoga. And then you do your, whatever it is that you do. And yes, you can choose to talk to them and see them, or you can choose to do the practice while you're talking, right? It's a lot of fun. It's really fun. Anything else that, and then you're done. And actually, if you did record it, you send that recording to the people who joined. Yes, it sounds fun when you do it. It is really fun. It can be. And it's, I know we need to have a good attitude about this. I know I've seen some yoga teachers post when I do it. I've seen some yoga teachers post that, isn't it sad that we're all behind computer screens? And I'm like, no, this is awesome. I've lived my dream life over here because this is something I've always wanted to do. Okay. As far as recording videos though, so there's live video streaming, sure, that's for classes. What about recording video lessons and then uploading them? That is a long game thing. If you're looking to build a, what's it called? Like an online video. If you're looking to build an online presence in time, I would say go to YouTube and record some videos and put them up. Okay, I do have to mention this too, insurance. Yeah, it is. I actually should have had everyone muted upon entry, but I didn't. So remind people to mute themselves because you hear a lot of background stuff. Insurance. At this very time that I'm recording this and making this, my yoga marketing coach, if you know Amanda McKinney, she is doing a live video or a Zoom question and answer about online yoga studio insurance, not studio, online yoga insurance. So if your insurance covers online yoga, I am not an expert at this. I still have to call my insurance people, but I'm going to watch her replay and I suggest that you do too. So look her up, Amanda McKinney. She has a Facebook group called Marketing Yoga with Confidence. That's a free one you could join. And she's probably going to put that in there. I don't know if she did her live video in that group or if it was Zoom, I can't recall, but she'll have a replay about talking about insurance for yoga teachers. So hopefully you can shed some light on that. Right now, I'm not super worried. One thing I would suggest having is a disclaimer. You can do this through Acuity Scheduling. You can actually have a form with a liability waiver and say, check this box if you agree to these terms, saying, I'm not liable for okay, I'm not a lawyer or attorney, so I'm not writing this for you, but I'm not liable for damage to property or injury. You understand that this is you meet these expectations, blah, blah, blah. So I would have something like that. So you could even write it on a piece of paper, let's say, or print it on a piece of paper. Maybe it's written handwriting, and hold it up and say, everybody read this before we get started. Disclaimer, I know that I'm healthy, or you can read it out loud. Participating in this yoga class, I agree that I'm healthy and able to participate, blah, 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 blah. So I would have a disclaimer just to at least keep yourself a little bit more safe than just up and starting. If I use Mind Body, I can put my liability waiver in there. So only people who sign up through Mind Body can, and check the box on that waiver, can join. Liability insurance, that's something you also do need to be aware of. Yes, so there's it's best to turn off it's best to turn the microphone off. People, put yourself on mute. I think, is there a way to mute everybody? There might be. I thought there was. I thought I could mute. Oh, here. Mute, mute, mute. Oh, yep, I can mute all and unmute all. So mute all, continue, except for me. So you can go to manage participants on the bottom, and I just muted everybody, or I can unmute all, and then I'd hear everybody's background noise. So there are ways. Allow participants, you can rename yourself. So you can be in here like incognito. You can rename yourself Yogi who doesn't want to be seen on video, or whatever you want to. So you don't have to be on video. Manage participants. I can send you files. So that's kind of cool. I believe I can also share my screen. Ah, cool. Yeah. That's my Facebook. My live video has ended. Oh, okay. That's fine. So what, my mom. All right, so this is my Facebook. I'm not going to show you too much of that. You saw my screen, but you can share your screen if that's something you want to do, but it's not something you probably do as a yoga teacher, teaching to each other. Lots of cool things. Stop video. I can stop recording. I can choose to use my my webcam. Let's do Facetime HD Camera, so you'll see the difference. This is my computer. Well, I've got a really bright bedroom. So this is my computer video right now. Compare that to my my webcam. My webcam is a Logitech webcam. Oh, it's not even that different. So I'll show you my webcam. So I'll use my Facetime camera from my iMac. I have a Logitech webcam that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. This one is what a lot of people use, but it's going to be a little sometimes challenging because it works to, it adjusts, like tries to focus on you. Camera tries to focus. This one's like $70, 60 or 70. It tries to focus when you move around. So it might be a little fuzzy. It might be, but it is better. It's a lot better quality when you have a darker background and you need just a little bit of boost. So I really do like this Logitech webcam. This is what most people are recommending. I bought this years ago, $60, $70. I'll put that back up, and it just sits on the top of my computer. Like it's got this little clip thing, top of my computer. I could also put it in a tripod. If you do teach online, if and when you do, make sure that you look at the camera. You're not looking just at yourself. Go back to my HD webcam. That's right there. Awesome. Sometimes you can tell a bigger difference, sometimes you can't. Same with audio and video. If you've got a lot of background noise going on and distractions, your dogs and cats, that's life. Just let that happen. Let your dogs and cats join into your yoga practice. I'm gonna go back to the chat. Anything else? All right, back, close, oh, chat. Saving, oh yes, let's do that. I'm gonna get on my Facebook and I'm gonna show you right now how to save a Facebook video from your computer. How do I invite people in advance from the schedule phase, please? Invite people in advance is talk about it. Talk about it everywhere and anywhere. if you're going to do it's marketing, it's talking word of mouth, inviting people, Facebook, Instagram, put it on your public page, put it everywhere saying, I'm doing this live video at 5 p.m. tonight. Here's a link, $10 or something, just everywhere. It's called link sprinkling. So you put it on your cover photo, you put it in your Instagram, you put the link like everywhere. So the payment link or how to sign up. So maybe it's payment, PayPal link, join me for live, do stories, like just talking all the time. I do suggest having an email list. This is an important time to have an email list. I'm going to get my soapbox now, but if you don't have an email list, start now. Email is my #1 way to communicate with people. For yoga teacher trainees, for yoga studio, for those of you on my list, I've been building it for a long time. I have over 2,000 people on my email list right now. This is how a lot of you got here, is I sent an email. So build your email list, mailchimp.com, great place to start. It's free for a while. If you don't have an email list, start building one for your current students. Oh, I'm a little square. So you, right now, if I'm a little square like everyone else, there is a screen, or there's a button up top over here, or maybe it's over here. I don't know how you're seeing it. That says it's a like gallery view or speaker view. And I have it, mine's on speaker view. You can toggle that. So speaker view compared to the little, there's like 9 little squares in a box. Do you click meeting or on video webinar, please? They're the same thing. Anyway, well, first, before I get to other questions, I'm going to go through how to save a Facebook video to your computer. So I'm going to go to my Facebook. I don't want you to see all my Facebook stuff. So I'm just going to go to, where's my yoga sequencing and teaching tips. I'm going to go into that group and I'm going to save one of my videos. So let me, here we go, that one. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Share my screen, this one, share. Okay, sharing my screen. Hopefully, can you see that? Yes, okay. Anybody? Do this, Amber, do this if you can see my screen. Okay. Okay, so you have to get to this page, this, like you click on the video, right? It's right here. Click on the video. Okay, how do we do this? How do we do this? There's nowhere on here that says save the video, right? It's something, where is it? File, view. I just did this, so I'm trying to find, close, open location. Nope. Okay. Oh my gosh, now I forgot. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Can I, oh, right there, it asked me if I wanted to download the video. No. Did it just work like that? That's not true. No. Maybe it's not that, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna create a different video on how to do that and I'm gonna post it to that group because I'll just do a screen share and do that. Oh, show video URL. Close. I have too many things up right now. Exit full screen. Oh yeah. I can't see, it's in the way. Oh, why can I not do this? There's multiple screens in my way right now. I don't have enough space here. This is what I get. File. Open location. Go. Task manager. Whew. Oh wait, nope. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, well, I'm gonna just do a different one. Let's just stop that because let's pause that. I'm going to be posting that into my yoga sequencing and teaching tips because I just did it the other day and this looks like it's not doing what I wanted to do. And it might be just I have too many things going on right now. So it's not copy URL. It's not a paste and save. It's actually, there's another window that comes up. The URL, yes, you could just use the URL you're seeing to share this. You could, but it will direct people to Facebook. So what we're trying to do is actually download the actual video. It's not to direct people to Facebook, but it's to have that direct video so you can put it to your phone or put it to anywhere and it's just the video. I've done it several times and I could not find view. Oh, I got it. Let me reshare. I got it. I know where to go. Let me reshare. Okay, so I went up to File or View, and View on my MacBook. I don't know if you can see that, but on View on the top, like where those things are, it says Developer on the bottom, and then go View Source. So there's this source here. I wonder if I can put that to the side. So view, developer, inspect elements. Oh, that one. There we go. Inspect elements. Now I've got it. So you go up to the top and go view, inspect elements. Then I'm going to click on elements. Then click on the video. Pull this down. Pull that down. Get that out of the way. So if I click right here, double click, sources, stop this browser. There's going to be a link in here. So it is sources, network performance. Elements. As I click on this or hover over it, it should have a link. Oh, that's what I did wrong. So I've got to actually change this to, instead of www, yeah, I got to change it to M for mobile. Done. And then you click on this in this inspect area. And there's going to be a URL somewhere in here. That one. It's on Google. So you go to inspect, you have to inspect it, but you have to change it to mobile. So m.facebook dot whatever this is. So change that www to m, and then you go to view and inspect source or inspect the source of it and click on it. Copy that one. Zoom is being weird. Okay. Nope. Oh my gosh. I'm still going to redo this to show you guys. But it's somewhere in there. If you Google search, and I will also post this with an actual succinct video, you have to change to mobile, and then you inspect the elements, and then you click on the video, and it should come up with the URL that it will have a, you can put it into a new window and then right click and download and save. So it's pretty cool, but we're gonna stop that right now. Stop that right now. I will do a video on it right after this. I will do a replay actually. I was doing this live in our Facebook group, Yoga Sequencing and Teaching Tips, but the live broadcast ended. I don't know. Okay. But yep. Yeah, I will. This is recording as well. It's saved onto the cloud, so I could just copy and paste that as well. Questions about how this is all working? I will do a video just after this because, so when I was doing that screen share, Zoom also had like another thing up here and then another, so it was just, there's a lot of things in my face. And so you can see my brain working like, wait a second, there's too many things right now going on. So I'm going to do that video on how to share, save a YouTube video, or sorry, not YouTube, a Facebook live video. You could also do live on YouTube. You can also do live through Instagram if that's where your people are. You can also do live. You can do live anywhere. Live video is a thing. I know one studio using Periscope. That's sort of an oldie, like the old, what people used to use before all this live streaming became available and everyone started copying them. So Periscope's a thing, but maybe not a thing. I would love to hear what your yoga studios or your people are doing, what other people are doing. So if you want to post in the group or in this comment, like if you're a yoga teacher and you work for yoga studios, are they doing anything or are you just shutting down? I know a lot of yoga studios in Seattle, the bigger ones at least, are doing live streaming classes just like they would other classes. And for me, it's not as crazy because I don't have as big of a population or as big of a customer base. I have the email list though, so I'm sending everyone information all the time. I don't have as big as a customer base as some of those studios who get like 50 to 60 people in class, 8 classes a day and super populated. I know it's super big in Seattle. My studio is fairly small, actually quite small. We get, 5 to 10 people and just a few classes a day, and we're just getting started out. So I'm not taking as big of a hit as I think a lot of places. But we're still all in it together. And those of you who are thinking maybe you're seeing, video everywhere, just put your blinders on and just focus on you. And for me, focusing on this online stuff is going to be very helpful. It's very helpful because it keeps me out of being stressed out. So good, live practice every Monday. Awesome. None of you have ever offered online before. I wonder if you could be teaching to someone. Like if you can, it's a lot more challenging to teach directly to a camera. It's weird because it's not in person. You have to pretend like, someone is there, and you have to actually be extra vibrant, extra you, and extra. You have to be extra. So maybe, one of my suggestions was to have someone with you so you could be teaching them and they could be the demo. If that isn't possible, then do your best. Just do your best. Just try it. We all know it's not going to be perfect. We all know, hopefully, that this is all new to people. So teaching online is not something that you're expected to be great at. I was not. So yeah. Teaching every day. Oh. Yes, be vibrant, be extra, be excited, be happy to be there, that you can provide this opportunity to people. Okay, I'm gonna actually open this up for questions now. So I'm gonna unmute yourself if you have a question, if you wanna talk to anybody, let me know. Best way to do one-on-one, I would say Zoom, like this. We can chat back and forth. Where is anything? Anyone want to share anything that you're doing? Any wins? Has anyone taught yet and it was awesome? Has anyone taught yet online and it was awful? No, not yet. I'm happy to help you out. No, okay. Well, teaching online tomorrow for the first time. So I will also be teaching tonight at 5 p.m. I will post that link. You are welcome to join to see how it works and see how I do it. If you just want to pop in and then pop out, that's cool too. 5 p.m. at Pacific time. Yeah, the logistic of it can be scary. It's that, what is that rule? Like when something could go wrong, whatever could go wrong is going to go wrong, right? It's going to go wrong. Have backups though. You can have backups. I'm luckily using my phone at the yoga studio. We have not so great internet. So I'm using my phone, my phone's internet, my phone's not Wi-Fi, the cellular data to actually do some of it from the yoga studio. If I'm at home, I can use my Wi-Fi Studio, I don't have my own internet, so it's not the best. So I'm using cellular data right now. Probably not the best idea, but I've got unlimited. I think it does. I think it does take up quite a bit of data. It also takes up a lot of battery on your phone. So you can have that plugged in so it doesn't die. I recommend using Wi-Fi if you've got a good connection, and maybe from your computer if you have a computer. Other than that, I will have a recording also of tonight's class, so you can also see how that worked and just kind of check out the recording. I'll link to that. Tonight's like a trial, and so some of you are still getting ready to do your first one tomorrow or next week. I would like to be on the forefront and doing it right now so that you can see how it all worked, and then I'll give you like any logistical problems. So like I've had problems where my Wi-Fi is cutting out, but I had 2 screens going. And so that could be a choice or an option for you. We could have 2 screens just in case one cuts out. And maybe the first time or so you want it to just be a free thing because you don't know yet. And that's what I'm doing. It's just free because we're still working out the kinks. If you're doing one-on-one, this right here, talk back and forth. Yes. Great. Awesome. I know I shared a few other things yesterday in my other video, but I wanted to be here to answer questions like this. Use your stuff. Use what you have at first. If you do want to invest and do something in the long term, use, microphones are kind of fun. I would say microphones and the sound quality is probably more important than the lighting. Yes, you can watch tonight's class afterwards. I will record it. I will try I think I'm going to do it in the studio again, or I might be doing it right here. So you can watch tonight's class. Afterwards, I will have a link to the replay, or I'll have it live on Facebook as well. But I think it'd be nice to have the replay so you see how it is on this. I see 2 people up there right now. It's Amber and Lang. Let's go back to the full view. Tonight's class. All right. So that's pretty much all I have though. If you have any questions, reach out anytime. Lang, I hope you come do a class or do one from home. I can set you up as a host on this and then have you teaching, and I would pay you for that because it'd be through the yoga studio. I just have to it's up on Mindbody. I'd have to put the just put the schedule up. Just pick a time and we can do it.
Yeah, that sounds fabulous. I mean, do you have like ideas of like what times would be?
Would you do it from home or would you want to do it from the studio?
I can do either one. I mean, obviously it'll be more nice for the tech from the studio, and I'm happy to do that, but happy to do it at home too. So
yeah, and your audio right now is like just fine. Is it from your phone or computer?
Computer.
Yeah. So if you were to just set yourself up and just have it on you and then you just talk through it, that'd be great. I mean, I would attend with the baby crawling around. I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of people, because you teach once a week at the studio, a lot of people can't make it to your classes, but they love them. So this would be an opportunity they could.
Yeah.
And so I am happy to set this up. We just have to figure out a time. And I had Sandy want to teach a class as well, but she doesn't want to be on video. So either myself or someone could be a participant. We could do it at the studio, means staying away from each other. And she would teach in front where the camera would be on someone else. Or she could just be on audio and someone is the demo at home. Like it could be like that, where she's just talking straight to the camera. If she knows how, if cueing, works for her and we don't need to see her, that could work too. So if someone just wanted to, like, I could sit here without my camera on and just talk through the people and have someone who knows the verbal cues do the actual demo and have them as the main person, on the camera. So there's that way too. There's a lot of different ways. If you don't want to be on camera, that's okay. But no one's really like intently watching you. They're like trying to hopefully get a yoga on themselves, like do work on themselves. I had Christine and Jeff join yesterday together and I saw their video and it was like 2 little people just like sitting there doing yoga, and it was so cute. It was so cool to see, and they loved it. So we did hip openers, which I think a lot of people are requesting lately.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm happy. I don't mind being on camera, so but happy to do
Yeah.
one or a few or whatever like work for you as far as a week type
Mm-hmm.
deal. So
Yeah. Okay, so I had a question that clarified. Scheduling the class on Zoom, you're able to send the link to your students a day before the class. Yes, you can send it at any time. You can also use the same link for multiple meetings. So you can say, this is my one video link, or this is my one link. Click to join tomorrow at 5. Click to join the same link Thursday at 7. You can use the same link for a meeting over and over and over again, as long as you, the host, are using that same link. So you can give it to them early on, or a reminder 15 minutes before. It's going to be the same link. As soon as you schedule the broadcast, the link is created and you can send it out. Yes. Am I offering to work with you? Should I? I could. I don't have tons and tons of time. I'm running a studio and trying to do this myself. I'm so excited about this that I don't have a sales pitch here. This is just me getting on answering questions. So I don't know what my group, Yoga Sequencing and Teaching Tips, is growing way faster than I realized. A few days ago, I had 500 people in it. Now I almost have 900. And so I am not sure what to do yet. So that's it's kind of a tangent there. Is I have a Facebook group. Apparently people struggle with sequencing and confidence, and so I want to help you with that, because it's something that I also struggled with hardcore as a new teacher. I was shy, introverted. This was super, super uncomfortable for me. I would never do this. I know you guys are probably just kind of sitting at home bored right now. I mean, probably, hopefully reading books, listening to podcasts. Yeah, I don't know. Figuring out technology. But for those of you who weren't here at the very beginning, I told you I saw a figure skater at the pavilion at the park, working with a coach through webcam. She had her camera out, and she was doing like crazy spin turns at the pavilion because all the rinks are closed, and then she'd get feedback, and like, that's so cool. And then I gave her a business card and said, hey, if you want to use a studio ever, let me know and I'll open it up for you if the weather's bad. So I'm just here to help. And I also put out a bunch of On Guard essential oils outside the studio. I also have yoga mat keychains with a business card on the back. It says COVID-19 walk by, one free yoga class when we reopen. So it's cool. It's been fun to just figure out ways to help out. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yes. So right now I don't have anything that's like, hey, buy my thing. I do have, I can get into that, a virtual yoga membership. So this is, to me, again, it's like a long game thing. It's something that I've been wanting to do, and it's not something I'm just doing for 2 weeks, but the filming of the yoga classes, the replays will be in a back-end platform that members have access to. So it's a login. And that's something a little bit different. That's not just like you're going to get the recordings afterwards emailed to you. And yeah, that's great. I use teachable.com, and I have a membership portal where people will log into, and I just gave access to everybody. It's Ash's Virtual Yoga Studio. I gave access to everybody who's currently members at the studio, or you could pay separately $49 a month to join, and you get replays of everything. You get all my content, my yoga teacher training manual, my recaps from yoga teacher training, just to learn and dive deeper into yoga, and all the replays, if I capture the replays, to all the recordings that I'm doing. So it's like the resource library of Ash's Yoga Studio. So right now it's a lot of stuff I've created as a graphic designer and yoga teacher, but I'm hoping to keep adding content weekly. So moving forward, we'll have one internet streaming class a week at least, and then that will be uploaded to the platform, and then we'll do like some check-ins and accountabilities. So this is what I've been wanting to do, and this is now just forcing me to actually do it and get people like interested, or get people actually learning, like forced to learn about it. Yeah. All right. Bye, Ling. Yes, we'll talk later
yes,
about
thank
times
you.
at work. Yes.
Appreciate it.
Great. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to end this anyway soon. Baby will wake up soon. Ezra will wake up soon. Anyone else have anything to say? Stuff? The membership portal will be a different conversation. This was just how to do Zoom, which is what everyone's doing. Into a Teachable video of how I'm doing Teachable? Yeah, that would be awesome. How to use Teachable to create a membership course that's beyond Zoom conference calls, which is actually, I think, what we'll see next. Like, what are we going to do with all of these live streamed videos that we did and recorded? Like, can we do a membership group? Heck yes, we can. And I can tell you exactly how. Don't get too caught up in the tech of it, though. Choose a platform and stick with it. That's what I'm doing. Teachable is what I was using. I'm sticking with it. I'm not going to get caught up in trying to make a website and use a plugin, the member, blah, blah, blah. Teachable is great. You can do recurring subscriptions through that. You can also do it through Acuity. I do it through MindBody, just where to get payments. And then I just pop the people in. I like Teachable. It's a very easy platform to create a membership site out of. The only thing I don't like is that you only get paid once a month from it. So if people are paying you, then it will hit your account like the next month. But yeah, I'm curious about all of it. Teachable. Okay, I will teach on the separate things a little bit later. But hopefully this was helpful. And maybe tomorrow, if I'm not doing a video. My times that I can do videos like this here are baby nap time, super early or super late. So that means 6 a.m. or 5 a.m., noon to 2, or after 8 o'clock. Maybe I'll do that tonight after 8 o'clock. What do you think? I'll talk about either Teachable. Okay. I'm getting hang of this too, so I can do the split screen and then show you the back end of my Teachable account and what it looks like. Mom life. Yeah. All right. So glad that was helpful. I'll shut this off now and we can all go back to our boring lives, quarantined at home. Go take a walk, everybody. It's gorgeous outside. At least here it is. Bye.